CPN Maoist Centre Chairperson Pushpa Kamal has presented his political report at the closed session of the party's General Convention. Identifying the need for the amendment in the Constitution, Dahal has said that the Millennium Challenge Corporation or MCC Compact could not be endorsed in the current situation. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. CPN Maoist Centre Chair Pushpa Kamal proposes for the amendment of the Constitution. Says MCC Compact cannot be endorsed without amendments. State coffers depleting with current expenditure. Only 8 billion rupees in savings despite minimal development expenditure. Government struggling in receiving foreign aid and loan. France announces tighter COVID-19 restrictions amid concerns over the Omicron variant. Remote working to become compulsory from next month. And Manchester United come from behind to secure a 1-1 draw against Newcastle. Edinson Cavani scores for United to salvage a point. Chairperson of ruling coalition partners CPN Maoist Centre Pushpa Kamal has proposed of a movement for amendment of the Constitution. Presenting a political report at the closed session of the 8th General Convention of the party, Chairman Dahal also said that the Millennium Challenge Corporation Compact could not be endorsed without amendments. The report presented by Dahal notes that the Constitution had failed in institutionalizing federalism and ensuring the identity and rights of the marginalized entities. The document identifies the need for the amendment of the National Charter to strengthen federalism, electoral procedures and administrative mechanism. Likewise, in his report, Dahal has stated that the Millennium Challenge Corporation Compact could not be endorsed in the current situation. The report adds that the MCC project could only be endorsed after amendments. Likewise, the report also assesses the errors made by the party in its political journey so far. Dahal read out the report but did not distribute it to others at the closed session. He also appreciated the role of then Prime Minister late Girija Prasad Koirala and CPN Unified Socialist Chairperson Madhav Kumar Nepal in the peace process. However, the report includes sharp criticism of CPN UML Chair KP Sharma Oli. 25 different groups are to discuss on the political report and the statute amendment proposals starting today. Based on the schedule, the party is to select a new leadership following the endorsement of the political report and the statute amendment proposal. Accepting the breaking of ties with the public, CPN Maoist Centre has called for the transformation of the party and proposed a new structure with several officials. However, considering the proposed number of officials, it appears that the party has created positions only for the management of the leaders. The statute amendment proposal presented by Dev Gurung in the closed session of the General Convention of CPN Maoist Centre has arrangement of 299 Central Committee members with 15 officials. Based on the proposal, 10% members of the Central Committee can be recommended. The party will have 1 chairperson, 7 vice chairpersons with 1 senior vice chair, 1 general secretary, 2 deputy general secretaries, 3 secretaries and 1 treasurer. There are 14 members in the standing committee of the party. Looking at the number of leaders and designations, it appears that the move was taken for the management of leaders by providing them designations. The structure of CPN Maoist Centre now resembles that of CPN UML. Pushpa Kamal has no competition for the position of chairperson. Members of the current standing committee are likely to be appointed as officials. As per the statute of the party, the convention will select the central committee, which will then appoint the 15 officials, including the party chair. The General Convention of CPN Maoist Centre is scheduled to conclude on 30th of December. CPN Maoist Centre has raised women's participation at its ongoing General Convention to 35%. The party has ensured 15% of the female participation from the Dalit community and 10% from the Muslim community. CPN Maoist Centre is to elect 299 members for its Central Committee from its ongoing 8th General Convention. The party has ensured 35% of the Central Committee members will be female, which is 2% higher than other political parties. Based on the party's statute, the Central Committee will have 105 women, including 16 women from the Dalit community and 10 from the Muslim community, and the party has ensured of giving priority to women and candidates from the Dalit, Muslim and indigenous communities. The 8th convention of Maoist Centre, as a result, looks more inclusive than before. The party that had popularly campaigned for equality and inclusion has ensured the participation of women in line with the Constitution. However, analysts have warned women's participation might be limited to quotas and general membership instead of policy making and leadership roles. The Election Commission last week submitted to the government the potential dates for the upcoming elections. The government responded, saying that it would consult with political parties before announcing the final dates. However, majority parties seem prepared to hold the local level convention elections by mid-May next year. The Election Commission has recommended the government to hold local-level elections on 27th of April, and in case of two-phase elections, the Commission has recommended for 27th of April and 5th of May. Election Commission officials had submitted the proposal to Prime Minister Sheikh Bahadur Doba on 24th of December. As the tenure of local representatives end on 19th of May next year, the Commission is bound to conduct the elections by mid-May unless an unforeseen special circumstance comes up. While political parties are unified regarding the dates for the local level elections, they seem divided in case of elections at the provincial level and for the centre. Main opposition, CPN-UML, and leaders of the ruling Nepali Congress have called for early elections, saying that the current parliament was ineffective. Other parties of the ruling alliance are meanwhile of the opinion that the provincial and central elections should be held after the current term ends. Despite the government failure to spend the development budget, the state coffers has only 8 billion rupees. The fund in the state account appears low because of the government's increase of current expenditure. The Ministry of Finance has said that the government had generated 424 billion rupees in revenue and spent 416 billion rupees by 25th of December. However, only 33.13 billion rupees have been spent towards development during this period. The government has spent 340 billion rupees in current expenditure. With a failure in proceeding with development works, the government has not received the expected foreign aid and loan. The government has set the target of receiving 59.92 billion rupees in foreign aid for this year. However, the government has received only 7% of the target in foreign aid, which amounts 4.43 billion rupees. Likewise, with the target of receiving 283 billion rupees in foreign aid, the government has received only 16.61 billion rupees due to the delay in development works. The government has set the objective of generating 239 billion rupees in internal loan. However, with slow progress in construction projects, the government has not been able to generate more than 6 billion rupees in internal loan. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: why has the government struggled in receiving foreign aid and loan? The options: option A, no area for expenditure; option B, weakness of administration; and option C, donors' lack of trust. The voting is on. Type NAWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the locals in all these 7 provinces regarding the delay in the inoculation drive against COVID-19. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
जनशक्तिको कमीको कारणले पनि हुन सक्छ।
सम्बन्धित निकायको पनि ध्यान जान नसकेको कि जस्तो लाग्छ।
सम्बन्धित निकायले चासो दिएको छैन।
यो सरकारको लापरवाही हो कि समयमा खोप नदिनु।
And time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Nepal are facing Kuwait today in their last group match of the ACC Under-19 Asia Cup cricket tournament. The Group B match to be played at the ICC Academy in Dubai is scheduled to kick off at 11:15 a.m. Nepal time. Nepal, who have already crashed out of the tournament, are seeking for consolation win. Nepal had suffered a humiliating 154-run defeat against Bangladesh and a 60-run defeat to Sri Lanka. Kuwait have also suffered defeat in their last two matches and have also crashed out of the tournament. Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, who are in Group B along with Nepal, have qualified for the semi-finals. Today's match between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka will determine the winner and runners-up of Group B. Pakistan topped Group A while India was runners-up. Both the teams have advanced into the semi-finals. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.